The Secretary of Treasury, Bessent, talked about, China is hurting, bringing everybody down, hurting the global economy. He's not talking about tariffs on, U.S. imposed on everybody else. And he said, this is a sign of, the export controls are a sign of how weak the Chinese economy is. What's your interpretation?
First thing to note is that the United States has proven once again that it is an entitled bad faith actor. Secondly, the reaction that we saw within hours of the announcement of the export regulations convinces me that the United States has got a deep and wide soft underbelly. The fact that the United States responded with such anger and venom to the announcement of what is in effect a series of licensing measures tells us that it is very concerned that its use of rare earth elements and other materials, such as those that go into batteries, is used in a way that is actually unacceptable globally. And by that I mean using these materials to make weapons of war. Now, China made it very, very clear that the first thing is its own national security. It's not going to supply the raw materials to somebody who runs around the world telling everybody that China's an adversary, deploying bombs and weapons and missiles around China's periphery. It's not going to do that, right? You'd have to be crazy. You'd have to have rocks in your head to do that. The second thing, though, and just as importantly, China's actually sending a message to the world that legitimate civilian and humanitarian uses of these materials and technologies will be perfectly fine, but China will no longer stand by the use and abuse of these technologies and materials for weapons of war. That's what I think we get out of this. The United States does not like the fact that its military industrial complex and its principal tools of global domination are now being strangled by somebody who says enough is enough.